knowledge, this violates every canon of respectable broadcasting.
How are you?
Hey, who wants to help me get this recorder out of here? I need some muscle over here.
You are listening to Blame Your Brother.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing out there? You are listening to Blame Your Brother, episode 72. This one's going to be a fun one. This is the One Chip Challenge episode. We'll get to all that in just a minute. I will introduce the three hosts coming at you. I am 1/3 of that trio. I am David, a.k.a. D-Brew, the voice of the people, Mr. 40%, the spiritual midget, Glenn Jackson, Nick Nickum, and I'm joined by the guy to the left of me, the guy who's going to pay dearly tonight. It's my actual brother. His name is Lee.
What up? I'm the 60%er. I am the voice of the real people. I am the one and only LeBron James safety pin.
Untrue. And I'm also joined, the LeBron stuff's true, but the other stuff's not. And the guy to the right of me, the guy not eating a hot chip tonight, it's the lame John.
Hey, I'll take it. John here, a.k.a. Tico, a.k.a. Mr. Groupon, Mr. PTI, the madman.
They got John Tortorella, a madman.
They do have a madman.
Okay, he's a madman.
All right, so tonight we have a...
Wait, he's got to be the designated chip driver.
Designated chip
You
driver.
always got to have a DCD.
There you go. All right, so tonight we have a guest with us, as we did last week. This week we're joined by a listener of the program who agreed to come do the One Chip Challenge with us. I don't know why, but it's Josh. Josh, how you doing?
I'm doing great, guys. Josh, a.k.a. Fat Ed Sheeran, a.k.a. Louis C.K.'s not bald younger brother. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing good right now
good.
at this moment. So we'll see. But it's going to be good. Before we eat this chip, which we're going to do at the start of the show, we're going to go ahead and ask Lee, John, even Josh. We'll start with Lee. Do you have any apologies? The legal team's on me. They texted me earlier, said make sure you get it out there today for sure.
This might be the last chance he has, period.
It might be. Are there any apologies or anything you need to make for last week's episode, Lee?
There are two, actually.
Okay, go ahead.
First, I've got to apologize to Justin Bieber. I said some things last week.
You did.
I kind of forgot that you were the modern day Elvis Presley. Okay, Justin, it's nothing personal. It's just all preference. Just because your music's bad doesn't mean that a lot of people don't like it. For that, Justin, I'm extremely sorry. Also, I have to apologize to the masses. I called their taste in music a social phenomenon. And
you were on
likened
fire.
it to eating junk food. I still stand by that and believe that.
So then you're not apologizing. I mean, what are you doing right now?
What I'm saying is that it's okay if you have a bad taste in music. Not everyone likes music equally, and I realize that now. It's just like not everyone can recognize a craft chair. Not everyone can recognize a craft beer. Not everyone can enjoy a fine malt liquor. We have
a
pop
fine
music,
malt liquor. Okay.
So I apologize for saying bad things.
All right, Justin Bieber will send that out to him. John, anything you said last week? I mean, your advice last week was pretty terrible, man. It was pretty bad.
I do not apologize for it.
You don't apologize for telling a guy to tell his old lady, shut up and get it in order. Is that right? Okay, good. All right. Josh, is there anything you thought about last episode that you need to apologize for?
Oh, I mean, that would go on the rest of the episode. So
Okay.
let's not do that. But
right.
2 episodes ago, I got a misogyny alert.
You did, yeah.
So I had to come on here and eat a chip to make the feminists feel better.
There you go. Well, feminist, this is for you. We've got right now, if you're watching this live, come join us live when we stream this. We have the Pocky One Chip Challenge, the Carolina Reaper Madness chip, and we're just going to go ahead and get this out of the way. If you don't know what this is the hottest chip known to man. It basically says don't touch your eyes or other sensitive areas. This is going to be hot, so me, Lee, and Josh are going to go ahead and open this chip. Does anybody want to wear gloves before we get this started?
I definitely do. Can you just hold on a second?
Can we hold? Okay, well, I'll kill some time.
Let
me read this.
The website.
Okay, I'm going to read this while you put on your surgical gloves over there. It says, do you dare to go to hell and back? This chip is crazy hot and not for the faint of heart or stomach. Heat seekers may eat at their own risk. The heat seekers may eat at their own risk. Not everyone will enjoy the extreme heat. I don't think anyone will. If the heat is too much for you, try drinking milk, which we have right here, or ice cream, which we do not have. And then you can...
Oh, we can do ice cream?
You can do ice cream if you had it. So Made with the world's hottest pepper. This is it. So
I'm gonna need more. I definitely want
okay,
some
so
sweet,
Lee's gonna go
sweet ice
upstairs. So
cream.
Josh, while Lee's doing whatever he's doing,
Can we do the ice cream challenge after this? Is that what's
the ice cream
next up?
challenge? Oh, that might be
I
interesting.
might sign up for that one.
What's crazy is this chip is sold out. But anyways, Josh. So Josh, tell us a little bit about yourself. So you're not from Nashville, right?
No, I'm from Chattanooga. I do real estate, and on the sides, I put fart jokes on Twitter.
I know.
J-Rob, haha.
Yeah. So
That's why they kept calling me Jay
Yeah,
over,
okay,
over
yeah,
and over and
yeah.
over again.
well, an AKA Josh, Jay, whatever it is. Yeah. So that's how we came. I guess we met you through Twitter. I guess, and I always enjoyed your tweets. I think they're hilarious, and you were started, kind of conversating with the show. So. I'm glad to have you here. It's another guest on Blame Your Brother. Lee has actually left the room. Let's see if he comes back. He may just be leaving for good. He said he's going to go get some ice cream, but he may actually be out the door for sure.
For those watching, it is odd that the shape of the box is a coffin.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just to add that on there.
Well, and then on the inside it says, "Any last words? The Reaper is waiting." So we have to have last words. That's probably where we'll get the quote of the week from.
That's true.
Okay, let me just get this out of the way right now.
All right, go
Look
ahead.
at that weak ice cream he brought down here, like a child size.
Look, okay? Yes. Look, this fits perfectly with what I was going to say. I've already been called a wimp on Twitter because my whining about the chip.
God, dude,
no, that's rough.
look at how hot that one is. Are you kidding me? That's got to have all the dust particles on
You
it.
touched it without gloves, man. What are you doing?
I know it's on my hand right now. That's hot.
Don't touch sensitive areas. I think that's what we've learned
God,
from this.
this is hotter. I've eaten half of one of
looks
these
like-
before.
Scary.
Oh my God, I don't want to do this anymore. This was a bad idea.
Would anyone else like some milk?
Yeah, let's get some warm milk up in here.
Yeah,
That'll
sure.
make those throw
You
up
want some
lines
more
afterwards.
milk, or is that
Yeah.
too pansy for you?
Yeah, give me some milk. That's
Okay,
fine.
all right. Well,
John was supposed to bring the ranch dressing, but I guess,
Yeah, I guess he did.
Didn't do that.
You get on the milk.
I'm good, man. You
Got
ready?
your chocolate.
I'm
and-
ready. Yeah, you ready to do
my
this?
God.
You might want to open that bottle.
It's open, man. All right, here we go. This is the three of us doing the one chip challenge.
For the record, the idiot of the week will now be David, Josh,
Can
and
we just
Lee.
go ahead? We'll just go ahead and play that while
I'm
we're
doing
eating
this,
it.
I'm doing this for the. I'm
Here you
doing
go.
this for chat.
Our idiot of the week is us. Well, I'm going to play this while we eat the chip. Here we go.
Oh my god, I am surrounded by idiots.
To the idiot mobile. You idiot.
You're an idiot.
Well, that's because you're an idiot.
So, we are brought to you by the Pocky One Chip Challenge, and
Oh, it burns.
the only words that have been able to
I'm on fire.
pass the lips from
Oh my
anyone
God.
who's tasted it was, "Oh my God, it burns!
It's a little
I'm
warm.
on fire." And
I
Josh
mean,
is-
I'll probably start crying here in a minute, but as of
Oh,
right
God,
now,
it's
I'm playing
getting
it cold.
hotter.
Yeah, it's hot as
the one person that has not tried milk yet, just drinking water, is looking the most composed.
Why would you do this to yourself?
Oh my God.
I'm just a fame whore. I don't know why you guys did this, but
Oh, John, do say something, man. Say something. It's the end of the year. Say something. Do
Yes,
something.
End of the year. So, 2017.
Which I'm.
What have the year
Wow,
in review?
Oh my God.
We had 6 comic book movies come out, all of which were pretty decent except for one.
What was the one?
Oh, Justice League was kind of
Yeah.
below par. I think the rest of them were pretty good.
I mean, the rest of them were just the Marvel. Like it's just the cookie cutter. They do the same.
Well,
thing
I
over
mean,
and over
Logan
again.
was not cookie cutter,
Well, that wasn't Marvel.
but
David
it was,
said it would
yeah.
feel like a wasp or stinging my tongue. He wasn't lying.
Oh wow.
Oh my God! If I stop eating ice cream, it just burns.
You should have brought a.
I was
bigger-
joking. I know I was joking on you about the ice cream, bro. But it seems like that's a good idea right now. My tongue is literally on fire right now.
Some ice cream.
I mean, I would like. Yeah. I
Was
would-
Lee making an ice cream run? Because that's
There's some in the freezer. Little wimpy kid ice cream.
I didn't hear.
Yep.
Are there spoons in there?
Nope.
You don't need this. Just start licking it, man.
I'll get it.
Okay, John. So tell us about your favorite comic book movies of 2017.
It'd be a toss-up between Thor and Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Spider-Man was pretty good.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
like
so
both of those a
Josh,
lot.
are you a comic book fan? Like, are you a fan of the comic book movies?
I mean, I used to be. I think they're all kind of, after Guardians of the Galaxy, they all kind of became a little more fart joke, a little less
Right.
serious, but they're fine. Ooh, yeah, it's getting a little warm in here, guys.
Okay, so what
Nelly didn't make that up.
He doesn't have a spoon yet, so those of you who can't see, David is using a plastic lid to eat the ice cream.
I don't care, man.
Does it aid in any way, shape, or form?
It feels better. Yeah, it does feel better. It feels
Okay.
better with the ice cream.
The milk's not bad. Milk's not bad.
The milk's okay if we would have had it like really almost frozen.
All right,
There's
so
something
yeah, I
about-
guess
And like with spoons, you know that.
Oh, it hurts so bad.
All right. So anyway, okay. So yeah, comic book movies came out this year. I'm trying to think. Name them again. I'm trying to tell you what my favorite was.
Logan, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man: Homecoming, Thor: Ragnarok, and Justice League. Wonder Woman's pretty. It was
Well-
up there a lot for me. That was by far the best DC movie.
I guess I would go with Spider-Man was probably my favorite of the. It was close. I mean, I love Guardians of the Galaxy. Don't get me wrong. I thought that was good too. That's
I
neck and neck.
enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy too, but I thought the first one was a better movie. So
Oh, I guess.
I thought the second one was funnier. It was more entertaining, but as a movie, I thought the first one was a better movie.
All right. So if you got to pick, who is your 2017? Tom did it. Who's your 2017 person or man of the year? I don't want to say man because that might hit us with the misogyny alert.
Well, I mean, wouldn't I have to say Carrie Fisher?
Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
What?
Carrie Fisher, you're going
Oh. From Star
Wars.
Wars. Really?
It seems like that's been the rage.
No, it's
here.
Donald Trump is the correct answer, ma'am.
I think the real
Are you talking
answer
about
is
just the one that people talked about the most?
Yes.
it's
Then, yeah,
Gal
Donald
Gadot.
Trump.
It's Gal Gadot.
Gal
Just
Gadot's up
because
there.
she wore that Wonder Woman outfit and she won.
Yeah, Gal
she won
Gadot.
the internet that day going forward.
Oh, true. Gal Gadot is a pretty good one. Lee?
I was thinking of this the other day.
Okay.
How to be offensive. I was going to start a movement called the Me 3 movement.
Oh, my God.
And it was going to be the anti-Me Too movement, you know?
Did
So-
you just say that?
Lee's just gearing up for those lawyers for next week.
So, full disclosure,
They won Time Person of the Year, right?
Yeah.
so full disclosure, the Me Too, the little emoji for it.
No.
When I first saw it, I thought it was a penny, and then after that, I thought it was like a vagina.
Okay.
And it's hands.
Is it really?
Yeah, I guess I'm just old and blind.
Me too, maybe? Is it like a peace sign? Me too?
So, no,
or-
it's like three girls with their hands up.
Oh, my God.
But you have to,
Okay.
you have to be a child to be able to see that tiny little emoji.
Huh.
I thought it was just like a shiny penny.
Yeah,
I didn't really.
Yeah, there you go.
I was like, I guess Abraham Lincoln was really big in the Me Too movement.
Oh, good. Okay. So, to recap,
I'm melting.
John said Carrie Fisher, who I didn't even, my brain is so, I didn't even know who you were talking about. I really thought you were talking about a 1950s actor or something. Cary Grant, who I guess I thought you were talking about. She said Carrie Fisher, Donald Trump, Gal Gadot, and he says the #Me3 movement. Wow. Okay, awesome, guys. So
You can find it on 4chan.
okay, so three of us live in Nashville. Josh, you're familiar with it. Did you guys see what happened to the Nathan Bedford Forrest statue today or over the weekend? Someone had taken pink paint and painted it pink. So now if you drive past I-65 and you see the Nathan Bedford Forrest statue, I drove past it on the way here. It's like,
There's a picture online. I'll see if I can find it.
that's crazy to me. Number one, how did someone sneak in? Have you ever seen this statue, Josh?
I mean, typically when I come to Nashville, I try to make that my first stop.
There you
but,
go. Okay.
Today it was too late in the day, so I couldn't go by there. But yeah, no, that's a pink horse. That is a pink person.
That statue is massive. It's
a pretty big
It's off the
statue,
interstate, and there's a fence around it. And somehow these vandals got up there and were able to get the entire. I mean, that's a lot of paint. That's a lot of work.
It's protected by barbed wire.
Well, apparently the protection did not work too well.
Well, I mean, you could also throw like a balloon filled with paint. Not speaking from experience here, but if a person wanted to paint a horse on I-65, you
let
could
it be
fill
known
a
that
balloon.
Lee is wearing surgical gloves where we can't completely see his hands.
Right. Where were you at this weekend, Lee? Do you have an alibi for the day that this happened? Because you seem to have some inside knowledge.
I was hanging with my homie Santa.
Yeah, there you go. So what do you think?
Who wears red and white? If you mix those two colors together,
it's
you
pink.
get pink. Huh.
Thumbs up or thumbs down on the statue being pink now in honor of the holidays, I guess. John, what do you think?
Thumbs down. You shouldn't. It's somebody else's property.
I mean,
Just don't mess with somebody else's property.
That is a very PC answer.
I mean,
Josh,
just curious before I do a thumbs up, thumbs down.
Here we go.
Did his Twitter have a hashtag Me Too when they changed it to pink?
I know it should.
That would be a thumbs up at that point
That
because
would.
it's equality. But
There you go.
otherwise, I'm going to say thumbs down because vandalism is the worst.
All right, so John and Josh sticking tight. Lee, what do you? Lee's got to give this a thumbs up, right?
I agree with John that you shouldn't vandalize other people's property, but I give this guy a definite thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
100%.
Yeah, I'm
Not
gonna.
because I don't like Nathan Bedford, which I don't, but just because it's hilarious, you know?
I think it's pretty funny too. I think this number one. Let's just say this. Let's just say it's a statue of some guy we've never heard of. The statue is atrocious. I mean, to look at the face alone, someone made this and thought the face was fantastic. I don't know who that was. You should fire this artist.
It's this guy right here.
Well, he's the caretaker. I'm sure he's upset. If it was my statue and I was proud that Nathan Bedford Forrest was in Tennessee at some point, I guess that would happen. But I guess someone said in the chat, "Love pink, make the statue rainbow next." So there you go. Maybe that's what they're going for. It'd be a different color every week until they get, all flags, all colors of the rainbow up. And then I guess what kind of brought this about in Memphis, they tore down another statue, I think, of Nathan Bedford Forrest as well, over the weekend at night. Why did they do this stuff at night? I mean, just because...
So they don't
a
get
woman
caught.
got murdered by a car in Charlottesville.
Yeah, but what's that got to do with the statue of Nathan
Well, and I
Bedford?
think the people that would get upset about this, typically they're working the night shift at Walmart. So
wow.
it's, the
For those of you
bus
who are
doesn't-
listening and cannot see, that came from Josh.
the bus doesn't go by the trailer park past 9
There you
p.m.
go.
They don't
So-
really have to.
Yeah, that's actually probably true.
That's true. So the time is best at light. The light time is the right time to vandalize your Nathan Bedford Forrest statue. Well, I couldn't believe I saw it this morning. Apparently it's happened on the weekend, but to me that's a huge story here.
It's a Christmas
locally.
miracle.
It's a Christmas. It's like the kid from a Christmas Story when he jumps in that bunny outfit. Yeah. it looks a lot like that if you can't see it. They put if bunny ears on them would have been the best. That would have sealed the deal.
Oh, that would have changed. I would have given.
Oh,
a thumbs
up
for-
on
for
that.
the-
Okay, so if they'd have went bunny ears,
I'm
thumbs
saying
up.
they did.
Okay.
It's incomplete. It's
Oh.
just vandalism.
Well, you can take bunny ears off really
So
easily.
John's like the college professor. He's giving it incomplete. You just heard him say that. That's
It's
his
incomplete.
words.
If you're gonna do it, you got to go all the way.
Well,
you
John
know?
is pro Bedford Forrest, so
How so?
we have to drop you off the trailer park because the bus doesn't
Wow.
run after the podcast.
Wow.
Yeah,
when did you?
Though, I've never been, nor ever will be, a supporter of Nathan Bedford Forrest.
Never be. You might have been if you'd been around when this dude was around. Who knows?
Well, he
I
had
wasn't,
3
so
names, so
no.
I assume he was a Jonathan Taylor Thomas of his day.
Of his day, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but he also could have been the Lee Harvey Oswald of the day. So I mean,
comeback.
Fair enough. Fair
good.
enough.
I mean, John Wilkes Booth. I can keep going. James Earl Ray.
Haley Joel Osment. Let's just do this all
there
night.
you go. Yeah.
He can see dead people now too, I guess.
All right. Well, that's just one. That story just popped out to me while my mouth is actually much better because of this ice cream. So I'm glad.
The ice cream.
Ice cream saved me, man.
I'm kind of upset that none of us are throwing up, but I'm kind of over it.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have some more chips at this point, I think.
Ooh, and no, I can still feel it. It's still
You
it's-
could have more.
Fair
chips.
enough.
I think the stage 1 booster just came off. I don't think we're quite done with the journey yet.
I don't
I
know.
think you're not out of the Nathan Bedford Forest yet.
There we go.
Oh,
See how I
my
brought
God.
it?
This is what
All the
happens.
way back in.
This is what happens when you give John Mike
That's a
time.
major key, guys.
Yes, that's a major key right there.
It's another reason why you guys are the idiots of the week.
Someone remember, we're not out of the Nathan Bedford Forest yet. Okay. All right. Well, we do. Do we have any stories this week? I know I want to talk. We didn't get to talk about John Skipper. We were talking about it before the show started. But John Skipper was the president of ESPN, and we mentioned him a couple weeks back. Or excuse me, he was our idiot of the week one week for his Robert E. Lee situation.
I just put my hands to my eyes.
Oh, you shouldn't have done
rough.
that. That's bad.
That's rough, man.
Well, he had the gloves on most of the time.
That's true.
I had the gloves on the entire time. I think that the hotness is in the liquid of my eyeballs.
Oh
Is
no!
that possible?
Yeah, you're gonna be bad if that happens. You're gonna be crying in a minute.
You will be tearing.
I've already cried.
Let's bring up.
I've already shed tears.
He saw the pink statue. How
He
could
did.
he not cry?
I know. That's
in
what he's crying about. All right. So John Skipper of ESPN steps down from his position, which he just got a new contract extension not too long ago, about $200 million one. He's stepping down, citing substance addiction problem. For the reason he's stepping down as the major player of ESPN. This guy was the president of ESPN. Now, does this mean he's had a drinking problem for years and that all of his bad decisions were based on drinks? Or what's going on? What's the real
what
story?
bad decisions has he made?
Well, ESPN is losing money like it's going out of business. Have you not been paying attention to the ESPN? We've talked about
Was
it here.
he skipper when they were going to the top? How long has he been a skipper for?
I don't think he's been.
Skipper's his name.
Let's switch it.
That's not his rank.
Well,
I was going to say,
he
I don't like it when they call CEOs skipper.
He's
but
not.
That's his name.
He's not like the leader of the Minnow 2. Okay.
Yeah, Lee, that's not
Sorry,
his.
my
He's not
bad.
the skipper of
I'm
ESPN.
sorry, I really need to go
He
find
doesn't
an
have a
Iowa
second in
station.
command. He
Can
can
you
call
just cut me
little
a
buddy.
break?
Little buddy.
My eyes are seriously starting to burn.
Well, you hang on for the ride.
Well,
my friend.
didn't he
Why is he
get?
not wearing his white hat?
Go ahead, Josh.
Anyway, wasn't Skipper? Didn't he get to the top because of like Bill Simmons and people like? Wasn't it?
Yeah, I
he
think
was
so.
basically buddy with all the.
exactly.
It's who you know.
It
like
really
the
is.
professor.
Are we gonna
If only we had some of that coconut milk. Or
There
they
you
would
go.
be
Yeah,
done.
there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
The Gilligan's Island.
I'm gonna drop the mic and get out of
There
here,
you
guys.
go.
It's been a good.
You're
night.
not going to beat that one.
Yeah.
I just think there's a little bit more to this with the hashtag Me3 movement, as Lee said. Now, with that being out there, and when all these CEOs, like the Carolina Panthers CEO, stepped down, and kind of a creepy guy, I guess, with some of the stuff he was doing, but I just feel there's probably more to the story that we're not going to hear.
What do you mean?
anytime. I think
so the guy said he's stepping down for an addiction problems. You instantly threw out alcohol.
Yeah.
Is this a known fact? Do you have insider
no,
information?
I mean, okay, some substance
and now
abuse.
you're accusing him of sexual assault?
No.
Like, there's a lot of
It could be
accusations and
harassment.
very little proof.
I'm 100% saying it's sexual assault. I mean, if I need to come back and apologize for
Are
that
we-
next week, that's fine. But he touched somebody. That's
Okay.
all I'm saying.
Are we going to have to get a doll and ask you where he touched you at? Is that what's going on
Wait,
here?
the ESPN employees, you might. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. Plus, a story came out just 2 weeks ago citing a lot of sexual harassment and sexual assault inside ESPN, especially higher level ESPN. Right after that story comes out, he's like, I'm out. Because if you don't remember, the head of Pixar had a substance abuse problem. He was given like a month off to go to rehab, and he came right back. So what kind of company would say, oh, you have an addiction problem? Well, you're fired instantly.
Huh, what does Pixar, Disney, and ESPN have all in common?
Well, I think the difference with the guy at Pixar was he made Toy Story. Like, that dude had talent.
That's
John
true.
Skipper,
Has no talent.
is an
Yeah.
English major.
What
running
Let's be
ESPN,
honest.
yeah.
What do y'all know about Mr. Skipper here?
Well, we just gave you
Honestly.
some of. He just told
That's
you
it?
he's an English professor. That's look
Well, then how
at
did
the
he
guy.
get
He
to be
looks
CEO at ESPN.
Because
Like, what
he
are
was
your
friends with the right
accomplishments?
people.
Like,
I think.
So who are y'all guys friends
He was
with?
working in the cafeteria,
He's
and
got
Bill
an-
Simmons came by.
He's got an uncle at Disney, okay?
I like Lee said, who are we friends with? Apparently nobody.
Nobody.
That's why we're in
That's
a
why we're
basement
here.
yeah, recording here, man. I mean, come on. The guy, he's a dope. He was our idiot of the week for the Robert E. Lee situation. You think he handled that properly? He made a guy, an Asian guy named Robert Lee, made him step
He didn't
down.
go by Robert either. He went by Bobby.
Yeah,
It's Bobby Lee.
He made him step down from a game because he shared the name of a general that was in the Civil War. I mean, you joking right now? Like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard this year.
Wait a minute. You mean Bobby Lee from Mad TV back in the day? Was it the same guy?
No,
the little tiny Asian
probably
guy?
relative. Probably relative of him.
Well, I'm kind of confused why all Chinese people name their kids after Confederate
That's
generals.
true.
That's apparently a thing.
That's a good question. What's going on? Hey, maybe China, Japan, they're on to something.
It's
a major
the
key.
Other way
Yeah, it's a
around.
major key. All the Lees, man. So, anyways, I just want to put that out
This is
there.
a non-story.
It's a non-story.
Nobody even knows. If I were to ask a random sample of Americans, who is the CEO of ESPN?
Well, you wouldn't know now because he stepped down.
Okay, before, how many people
A
would
lot.
realistically say, "Oh, that's John Skipper"?
Anyone that's a sports fan would know for sure.
Okay, what do you? I couldn't have told you.
You're not a sports fan.
Well,
So
but
what
since
makes
those
someone a
scandals
sports
became a
fan?
thing, it's been
But
pretty
that's true.
well known.
That's true. Could you
'Cause
tell me
he's
much?
the
Yeah.
face of it.
Yeah. Could you tell me much about Harvey Weinstein before all this stuff
No.
came out? Okay. Well, I knew who Harvey Weinstein was, but most
You're
people.
just a brilliant man.
Well, I'm a lover of film. I love Pulp Fiction and Miramax films, but
He's big on pop culture.
right.
so.
So you're saying nobody knows who this guy is? No, they know who he is. He's the one who's come in and put in the credence that you can't talk about politics at ESPN unless it fits our dialogue. Then you can talk about it all you want. Kurt Schilling, you're fired. Get out. Anyway, you won't find many
Honestly,
Republicans.
Kurt Schilling should have been fired.
Oh, and Jamel Hill calling Donald Trump a white supremacist. That's fine. I mean, which one is more damning
Kurt
toward
Schilling is just a.
And Jamel Hill is all right with calling Donald Trump a white supremacist.
I mean, if it walks like a duck.
What is that? So your statement is Donald Trump's a white supremacist? Is that your statement?
I don't know. Is he?
No.
I
didn't say
think
nothing
he
about
is,
duh.
right? Yes.
It's just kind of
Oh,
the
wow.
same person
Oh, wow.
that wants to start the Me Too
Wow.
movement.
Yeah. Hashtag me3 over there, man.
You know, whether he's a racist or a white supremacist or not, he definitely did not turn away the white supremacy vote when it came knocking
Well,
on
no,
the door.
duh. He's
That's
trying to
on
win an
record.
election. Would you turn it down?
So that's not that's a stepping stone to white supremacy yourself.
So real quick, let me jump in here real quick. Donald Trump's not racist. He loves money. I mean, I don't think if a black, whatever color person comes up with money, I think that he's going to let him in his
okay,
house.
that's fair, but he did. He
How many
is on
times did he meet with
record.
Kanye?
He is on record in the 70s turning
that
black
was the
people away from
70s though.
his rent because he didn't want them to, like black people moving in the neighborhood in his mind would lower his prices.
I mean,
that's probably closer to the truth.
yeah. And that was the 70s. The 70s was, you guys would know. You were
everything's
all
okay.
there. I just heard about it secondhand, but
Everything's cool.
yeah.
Okay.
The
well,
comedies were
whatever.
better,
Okay.
whatever.
So you heard it here, Lee calling Donald Trump a white supremacist on
Ooh,
the
what
air.
a
Blame it.
stretch.
Well, you can blame it on the chip.
If anyone listens to this show on a regular basis, they know how I feel about Donald Trump.
I didn't know you thought he was a white supremacist. He has a Jewish son-in-law. His daughter converted to Judaism. Hello. So his daughter is Jewish, and his grandchildren are Jewish by that stretch. So
I mean, here's the thing. If you support the white supremacy base, even if you're not a white supremacist, what does that make you? Like, even if you're just a greedy old bastard that wants nothing more than money, if you're like building up a white supremacy movement in America as the president of the United States of America, what
Is that
years
still
from
going
now,
on?
like
I
Nathan
mean-
Bedford Forrest could have been, he could have been Forrest Gump for all we know. He could have just been out there running around in the Civil War.
God.
But the legend years later is that he's a white supremacist. He's the leader of the KKK
Oh,
or
my
something.
God.
He started the KKK.
Did you just... I want to make sure I just heard this correctly. You just said maybe Nathan Bedford Forrest was the Forrest Gump of his time. Is that literally
I'm
what
saying,
you just said?
What I'm trying to
You
say
can
is
go your own way.
it could have been that way, just like Donald Trump.
Hot pens.
He
The
goes,
legend of Donald Trump will be that he was a white supremacist leader.
I think I'm going to march across Georgia now.
I'm going to put on a hat and
Okay, did you not
Ride a
see?
horse.
Did you not see his face on that horse statue?
Yeah, Lee.
That's
That
what I'm
pink
saying.
face?
No, the
Pink face, yeah.
No, literally.
Run, Nathan, run.
All right, whatever.
I like shrimp.
yeah, he
That's
couldn't have been racist. His best friend owned a shrimp boat.
That's right. He's a
Yeah.
black shrimp boat captain or whatever. So come on, man. What are you liking Robert E.
Life
Lee
is
for?
like a box of chocolates.
You never know who you're going to enslave.
So
All
I
right,
think
we're
we're saying
moving
It's one
that
of those jokes that doesn't have to be funny as long as you say anything after
Right.
Robert
yeah.
E. Lee is the John Skipper of the Confederate Army.
There
I
you
think
go.
that's what we just.
Yeah, I think that's what we
agreed
just
on.
learned there.
Yeah.
So, all right, what other stories you got? This since that's a nod story. That's a
Okay,
story to me.
That's a non-story.
He's Nathan.
So I saw this one and I thought it was very interesting.
All right, go ahead.
So the Tennessee lawmakers to allow guns but prohibit hand-carried signs in new buildings. So give us the story.
Yeah, this one so apparently the representatives did not like the signs being carried into the Legislative Plaza. They did not like truthfully, I would say they didn't like the people protesting, and so they have banned all handmade signs to be allowed in Legislative Plaza. But because of open carry laws and gun permit, you can still carry your gun into Legislative Plaza. So to me, it's kind of crazy. I mean,
Kind of, just a little bit.
What are these people hurting when they show up? This is literally their building, number one. It's a state building that's for the people. It's not just for them. It's not a private institution building. You know, like if you work somewhere private, you're like, hey, man, you can't walk around here protesting the boss every day. Put the sign down. This is literally these people are elected by these people who show up to protest, which is one of the foundations of the country. Now, nope, you'll get arrested if you carry a sign up there.
You're all right if you have a printer.
That's what I was going to
It's not
ask. If you pay
handmade.
$40 and take like a calligraphy class, can you get a permit so that
It's
you
not.
can bring
It's
the signs
not.
in? Or
It's not a
does that work?
handmade sign. It's hand carried. It's
I got a
hand
calligraphy
carried.
degree.
As
I'm
long
here with
as-
my sign.
As long
John
as,
Skipper
listen,
can come and
Yeah.
make signs for everybody.
As long as you have
He's
a
got the
carry
time.
and conceal permit for your sign, it's fine. As long as it's
I
concealed.
worked on these signs in rehab. Here's your sign. Here's your sign. Okay, so
What if it's like pinned to your shirt?
There you go. What if it is pinned to your shirt, Lee? Since you're now the president
It's not
of
a
this bill.
hand carried sign.
But stuff like this can't be stopped. This is the problem.
So
I mean,
what's the First Amendment?
what's the First Amendment?
Freedom of speech.
freedom of
What's the
speech.
second?
Right to bear arms.
Okay, so which one are they prioritizing more? Is the order important in the Constitution?
Can you wear one of those sandwich board signs? Is that cool or what?
I mean, it's not hand carried.
As long as you don't wear the one that dude wore in Die Hard, I think you'll be okay.
Oh yeah, that might be a bad time right
Well,
there.
I mean, like in '96, David went to vote, and he was wearing a shirt that said, "Friends don't let friends vote Democrat."
Yeah,
They made him turn his shirt inside out before they'd let him vote.
that's true. Yeah.
Why?
Because you're not allowed to show up to the polling place representing any party or political
It's
opponent.
like you're campaigning.
Yeah, you have to stay like 300 feet away
Yeah.
from the building.
Because
I
I
mean,
got
that
a
makes
I
sense.
got a buddy named Jeff, and he goes to every election. He shows up. He goes exactly to where the line is. He has his signs, and he pretty much does that all day long. Just and he's a Trump supporter. I mean, he's a big time Trump guy. So he had all these Trump signs. These people are trying to fight him. He goes to like some interesting places to hold up his Donald Trump sign. Actually, his car has a face of Donald Trump in the back windshield. He has all these Trump signs. He's wearing a Trump hat, and so we go to a hot chicken place. Speaking of hot chicken and hot food,
This
so
is
we,
a friend of yours.
yes, so
He's
we
like a good friend of
yeah,
yours.
good friend. And so we go to the hot chicken place, which is run by black. It's a black run business.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
I mean, if there's one thing that a guy with a Trump head in the back of
Yeah.
his car wouldn't be enjoying, it's hot chicken.
Yeah, well, we went and let's just say the wait time on that chicken place was a lot longer than it had ever been that
you
time.
ate Pete on chicken.
I probably did. No telling what was done to that chicken. Yeah, with the red "Make America Great Again" hat, and I was just like, I was embarrassed.
Why would you do that?
Because he's himself. He doesn't
Like
care.
I understand
mean,
that guy doesn't have any hope at all, but you were the one hanging out with him
I mean,
and going
it's
and getting
fun.
fried chicken with him.
It's a good. I'm telling the story right now. It's a good time. I mean, I don't care. Once again, I'll hang out with someone that's wearing a Bernie Sanders shirt to someone who's wearing a Trump shirt. If you have something to say and you're a good person at heart, like I said, the big thing became this year: if you voted for Trump, you're racist, or like you just said, Trump's a racist. He's a white supremacist. Just because someone gets elected that you don't like doesn't mean that that guy's an evil person. I think most of these people running, not all, but I think most people running are running to better the world. They just have a different way to do it, And so now we've come to this age with social media and everything where if I don't like you, I'll just start calling you a racist or a homophobe or a bigot or a misogynist or whatever. And what's really I mean, you can't really defend that at some point. You're just
I would say your point is invalid.
I'm not
Donald Trump is unlike any candidate in the history of modern politics.
I
So
just
you can't-
hashtag me3.
Hashtag me3 over
Yeah,
here.
that's what
Yeah,
you gotta
man.
do.
I'm just saying you can't compare Donald Trump to a normal candidate. He will.
Well, he got elected just like any other candidate did, didn't he?
I mean, not really.
I mean, you could say.
I think he's probably the first president elected by Russia for sure.
Oh, here we go. Have you not heard that Hillary had some Russian backing as well? You haven't read those stories this week?
Well, Kennedy got elected by the mob, so
there
this
you
has
go.
happened
Are they
before.
Italian?
That's true.
But who doesn't love pizza? I mean, come on.
There we go.
There we go.
That's the difference. Well, who doesn't like some
Vodka?
sweet tea? I mean, some
Sweet
grits,
tea?
some collard greens, some southern.
What are you talking about?
Southern food, man. You're talking
Who doesn't
about.
like vodka?
He's
There
on
you
the
go.
chicken again.
Oh, you meant the Russians. I'm sorry. I was going by the. I thought you meant the southern races.
It's like,
that
okay,
elected
the
him.
Russians don't sound so bad all of a sudden.
I thought you meant the southern races that elected the guy. I'm
They
sorry.
got a mean
okay.
sausage gravy over there.
Putin's a big collard green guy.
There
That's
you
what I
go.
heard.
I could
so
see
anyway, so they allow concealed guns inside a courthouse.
No, not
Oh,
concealed. Open carry.
Okay, open carry, but they don't want to sign.
They don't want to sign. Yeah,
That headline speaks for itself.
I think it does.
Okay.
If you're not wearing long sleeves, it seems like there'd be a problem since you do have the right to bear arms.
Okay.
You
There
know,
you
to
go.
hold the sign up,
If you have like a-
you would think.
If you like
There you
have
go.
a chained.
There
You
we
got-
go.
He's
Russian
saying
bear.
arms.
Yeah,
Yes.
because bear arms. 'cause
There you
you're
go.
holding the sign
Bear
up.
arms. So
Yeah.
so you can't walk in with a grizzly. Wait, a grizzly bear could hold the sign for you. Bear arms. Is that it? Is that where we're going with that?
Wear your Chewbacca
Right.
costume.
Okay, there
and
we
you,
go.
you
a
can do
trained
that.
bear.
So could you? Well, here comes the question then. Could you show up dressed in Chewbacca outfits or those dinosaur outfits? Would they allow that? Those aren't signs.
I'm guessing that you would be shot.
Shot by who? Oh, by the congressman. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
by the
might,
people
yeah.
carrying
Who's
guns.
that? What's a bear right there, man? So, have you seen Star Wars?
T-Rex
Josh?
will look good on
Yeah,
my wall.
I went and saw it today, actually.
Oh, you saw
to
Star
make
Wars
sure
today?
that- yeah, we could
Okay.
talk about it if it
So
came
we'll
up.
talk about it kind of spoiler free.
No,
since
no,
people
let's
said-
not talk about it.
No, I'm just going
I
to get
don't-
his initial
I
thoughts
mean,
on it.
it's the end
Spoiler
of the
free.
year.
Yeah, spoiler
That's-
free. We're not going to spoil. But what did you think of the movie? Just a general feeling.
I mean, unpopular opinion, it's probably the last one I'll go see.
Really?
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Throwing down the gauntlet.
Wow, I would like to talk to you more. I mean, I've heard a bunch of podcasts say that, and they've given their reasons. Did you feel it just strayed too far from the Star Wars pathos?
Well, Star Wars, at least to me, means a very specific thing,
Right.
like Skywalker, stuff
Yeah.
like that. I really think, and this is way too far, nerd alert, but if the 7, 8, and 9 would have been about Kylo Ren,
Right.
like 7 could have been like him getting turned, 8 could have kind of been the last two movies,
Right.
and 9 they kill him, and then everybody gets the Force. Spoiler alert, but.
Right.
I think that way you could set it up going forward instead of being like, here's 6 movies that kind of have an overarching
Okay.
plot and these don't.
I heard
anymore.
that today. A guy said, I was actually listening to the High Five podcast, and they were actually, one guy liked it and one guy didn't. And one guy said exactly what you said. He was looking for this to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like one big movie, where I guess people were expecting that to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but 1, 2, 3 wasn't that good. So I guess I hear that's the knock on it.
Well,
but
it's just the overarching plot.
Right.
You know, like there's Darth Vader. The next one's about his kid.
right.
These should have at least been about Han Solo. And I mean, they are.
Right.
Kind of.
It's
But
kind of, yeah.
like, I mean, just, you know, we won't go into spoilers, but
See, you're past that point now.
No, he hasn't
No, no.
spoiled
You
What
literally
anything.
said the movie is not about Kylo Ren.
Well, he's in
Well,
it.
the
No,
movies
he
aren't
means
about-
he means that
they're-
the whole series was primarily seen through Kylo Ren's perspective.
like Anakin in the first
Right,
ones,
that's what I
and
was
Luke
expecting.
Skywalker in the second
Now I'm
ones.
going to go in and I
But no,
that's
you
not the
know
case.
it's
But
not.
7
You
wasn't like
you
that.
saw 7.
No, 7 wasn't.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's saying this is not.
Well,
Kylo
you know
Ren.
how I feel about Kylo Ren. That would have made the movie 100 times worse.
Well,
Yeah.
see, and the thing is, after the last one, I didn't like any of the characters. After this one,
Huh.
Poe's fine. I
Yeah.
mean, he's kind of Han Solo.
Yes, very much.
But Poe is like the least Star Wars-esque character in the movie.
You think so?
Star Wars-esque, yeah.
I mean, he's kind
His
of Han
humor is
Solo-ish.
way different.
Oh no, that's another thing I was gonna say.
his
Is the
delivery,
humor is
the way he
awful
acts.
in the movie?
yeah, I didn't. The humor we could have done without.
Like,
certain scenes,
I mean, it was
Yeah.
bad. But Poe, and then what's his
I
name?
mean, he's my
And
favorite character in
Kylo-
the movie, but
Kylo now, I mean, he's a lot better after
right?
this one.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't need girl Luke Skywalker or Black Han Solo. Like those two characters are doing absolutely nothing
Yeah.
for me.
Well, if you don't like those two, yeah, you're in for trouble. I just feel that. I feel the Skywalkers have always been bitches, really. I mean, Anakin was a little whiny
why?
bitch.
Yeah.
Luke was a whiny bitch
Right.
in those, and now Kylo Ren's like a whiny bitch. So to me, it all kind of makes sense. Like that's just the Skywalker gene, and apparently it makes you a whiny little bitch who's
Right.
just complaining. I mean, look at Anakin and Luke. I mean, no wonder. You figure Luke would have been more messed up in the original trilogy. I mean, come on, that's your dad. Ugh, that's bad times, man. Anakin, bad dude, man.
Well, and then the last thing, and again, we'll try not to spoil anything. Leia is a bad actress. I know Carrie Fisher's gone, but she was bad. Her kid was bad. Dang. If you know who her kid is. That was she was on the ship. She has blonde hair.
Okay.
She was on American Horror Story.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
They're bad actors. There's a reason she's not starred in a film in 50 years.
I would agree, and I always thought growing up, and even I'll stick to it now. Everybody said, "Man, Leia was so hot and all that." I'm like, not really. I mean, was she supposed to be a sex symbol of that franchise?
She was wearing a bikini.
Yeah, she had a gold bikini
chained
on.
Man,
to a
so
giant
what,
slug.
man? A 5 wearing a gold bikini is still a 5, bro.
I would
mean,
say she was a little bit more than a 5 during the original.
Maybe we should get Gal Gadot for this last
that
movie.
would be a 10. I'm
let's
all
do it.
about that. Yeah, that's why we should be excited about the future of DC. Gal Gadot, when she's on screen, is the most beautiful
Breathtaking.
woman on the face of the earth, dude. I don't know what
Captivating.
they're shooting her with. There's no way dude, no one can be that super hot like all the time.
The
man.
crazy thing is her name, because I grew up, I like Batman and stuff like that, but I didn't do Wonder Woman. I thought Gal Gadot was Wonder Woman's name. I
There
mean,
you
it
go.
even
Yeah,
sounds
it
like
does.
like
Yeah.
a superhero name.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, Gal Gadot, please put her in more
If
stuff.
you guys want to bully me, so she'll send me like tickets to
There we
Justice
go.
League movie.
Just send this episode out. Go. I got bullied by these 3 guys. Will you go?
It made me eat this chip.
I'm
Yeah.
fat. I got red
Painful.
hair. We got some ammo, guys. Let's get this done.
Please take me to the prom. That seems to work. Please take me to the prom. I've never understood
I'm not
that.
even in high school anymore.
It's like your kid's 16 years old. He's reaching out to a 35-year-old woman. I mean, as a dad, I'd be like, heck yeah, dude. But let's flip that around. Let's say you have a daughter. Let's say she's 16 years old and some 35-year-old actor's like, hey, I want to take you to the prom. You'd be like, yeah, man, great. That sounds fantastic. Would you think that'd be cool, Lee?
If you lived in Alabama.
No, you live in Tennessee. Would it be cool?
No.
Okay, so why is it cool, though, when the dorky guy...
Why are you pointing at me?
Well, I'm just
I have a problem
asking
with it.
all of you.
I've already come out and said I'm angry at Chris Evans.
I mean,
You know?
it's like our Harvey Weinstein thing on
It
there.
is,
though.
yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful women and beautiful, that's just a
Beautiful
different
women,
standard.
ugly men. You're right. I've said it before. I
Well,
stick
here's the
by.
thing: if you were a beautiful man and did it to the 16-year-old, if you were Brad Pitt and did
Brad
it,
Pitt.
the dad would probably be like, "Okay, that's cool."
Maybe it would. You be cool with it. You're the one that has a daughter on the show. None of us do.
Come on, Justin
I mean,
Bieber's going to be
let's-
that age when your
Oh,
daughter's
there
16.
you go.
Justin Bieber.
You and the Biebs,
Yeah.
are you
offered
going to
to
be
take
okay?
your girl, your daughter.
I mean, I'd have a
prom.
chaperone, but
No. He says you can't chaperone me.
I'd wear
dog.
some of those pants that have the low crotch in them.
What?
Like the Justin Bieber pants that have.
Oh,
like
I know.
the
I don't know.
crotch-
Please
they
tell
have
us.
Like
Tell us.
they
Is
have
that
like
where
an
you- Is that where
elongated
you
crotch.
hide your remote lock door?
Oh no, Lee.
Is that a euphemism for something?
It might be.
I don't know.
Is that
I'm
what you're
asking
using
you.
to lock the doors with, big boy? I don't know.
I'll show you
No,
why
I
I
don't
hide
know.
my pants,
We gotta go
brother.
back to this.
Our lawyers are going to have a
Yeah.
field
Oh
day.
man. Whew.
I got this on lock, literally.
What are the low crotch pants, man? Tell
You
us.
really haven't seen this?
Josh,
All
do
right,
you
let's
know
see if I
anything low crotch pants? John, low crotch pants.
no.
I've never heard of this before. I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know if the hot chip's talking to Lee or what, but we're looking right now at Justin Bieber's pants on the YouTube. This is why you should be here live where you can
something
see.
like this here.
Oh
They have like
my
the really low.
God.
Sorry.
Yeah, no
the
one
really
can
low. The really low crotch.
Oh no.
So hammer
You
pants
really
is
don't-
what you're
Hammer
talking
pant,
about.
yeah.
I mean, they're not really hammer.
Well, they're
pants.
modern hammer
I
pants.
mean, they're skinny jean hammer pants.
Whoa,
those are shorts with like leggings underneath.
yeah,
It looks
it's
like
true.
I mean,
Hey,
that's kind of.
go up, go up. What's those red pants where he's
I'm
shirtless?
telling you, that's his style.
Go up.
No, go up, man.
Go up. Go in the
That's-
middle right
it's
there.
in the middle.
The middle.
second
What
row.
is going on right there?
Here?
No.
No, underneath it.
Underneath it. No. Go over to
In
the
the
middle. Lee, are you blind? Go
Okay,
down.
go down.
Okay, I'm going
It's
down.
right beside our faces.
Yes.
Just one up.
Go up. He's
This
wearing red tights and shorts.
what
He's
are
like
you doing?
shirtless, dude.
This?
He's boxing.
Yes,
yeah.
there you go.
He's
There
just
we go.
boxing.
What? You're boxing in red leather pants,
I'm
man,
not
with
even
cut
sure if
off
that's
Daisy
Justin Bieber.
That is Justin
That
Bieber.
is Justin Bieber. Calvin pants. There we
He's
go.
wearing his underwear on the
Oh,
outside.
my
Like
And
a
if
cigar.
anybody needs to know what we're looking at, it said Justin Bieber's butt exposed. So,
There you go.
that's why you got to
Yeah,
join the live podcast.
Google that at work. That won't get
But
you
he
in
does
any
a
trouble
thing
at all.
where he has like pants that have a crotch down to his knees, and then he sags them a little bit.
All right, whatever, man. I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
really don't know about the Beeb?
Who wants a shirt with hashtag me3 and Lee's face on it? I think that should be the next custom shirt we make. I think that'd be fantastic. All right, so we out of stories? Because if so, we'll go ahead and...
Well, we had one more.
Okay, one
we had
more.
The Snowden security app.
Oh, Snowden. What do you guys think about Snowden real quick, Lee?
I used to think that he was an okay guy, but I've started to come around to the fact that it's probably all just fake news, and he's obviously a tool of the Russian government.
That's
right?
him or that's Macaulay Culkin playing him? I mean,
Well, there's been like 50
both, I
movies
believe.
about the guy.
I know,
so-
right? Who played him last? The guy from...
Joseph Gordon-Levitt,
yes.
maybe.
Stephen King.
Anybody see that movie? Did you see Snowden? Nah, it looked terrible.
It didn't have Gal Gadot in it. I wasn't
there you
interested
go.
at all.
So let me get this right. This guy is like house
I thought it was
arrested.
up people that were stuck at their house because of the snow. Snowed in.
keep
well,
walking.
hasn't he
John.
lived
Snowed
in like a hotel for like years?
Well,
I
that's
mean,
what I'm
that would
saying.
be
He's
the
on
dream.
house arrest in a Russian embassy.
Yeah.
Right?
Do they give him a men on the pillow every morning?
I don't know, because evidently he has time to make an app, you know?
And a movie, like
It's like
7
free
movies.
internet access. Yeah, mints on the pillows. Putin probably comes over and puts on a Ritz.
I don't know. It's
Putting on a
very
Ritz,
weird. This
putting
guy's
on a
still
Ritz.
popular, and like you said, when is the hammer going to fall on this guy? I can't believe Russia's just keeping this guy. What are they getting out of it? Is another question.
I
have to
heard
ask.
that he was playing in Dennis Rodman's basketball game in North Korea.
There you go. It all makes sense
There we
now.
go.
Russia said this guy's a
No,
baller.
Truly what it is?
Truly,
is
yes.
that the Wikipedia is a government-run organization, and they were leaking
What?
documents to the DNC and the RNC to influence the election. It's true. This actually came out
Josh
recently.
is saying no.
I used to be pro Wiki,
No.
You mean
Wikipedia, whatever it is.
WikiLeaks, not
WikiLeaks.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, WikiLeaks. Sorry.
Wikipedia
Not
is the one that's
Yeah, I was
trying
about
to
to
get
say.
$3 every day.
Yeah, I know. Every
Jimmy Wells.
Can I look something up? I need $3 more to. Well, that might be the future with net neutrality. Who knows? But anyways,
So WikiLeaks.
$3
I
for
used to
search
be pro
results.
WikiLeaks, but evidently he's funneling all
All
that money
right.
into building an app.
Anyway, he's got an app. You got an Android only. Yeah. You're gonna put all your information to an app, and he's gonna have access to it. Yeah, that'll work.
So
out.
I think what it does
That'll
is
work
it,
out
it
good.
Guy known
monitors
for leaking things.
I think what it does is it monitors sound and light around you.
Which is-
so maybe he is not having a fun experience.
There's like 100 apps like that.
There's
which
a
is-
lot of acid in
Yeah.
Russia, apparently.
Apparently,
If that's
it's
what his thing does.
It's like, this app's going to save you from hackers, man. How, Snowden? It's going to know if there's sound in the room. Like, what? Are you nuts, dude? That's not how hackers work. This guy's a big fraud, man. He doesn't know anything about computers.
Your phone's going to explode if you go to an EDM concert.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You got to stay away from
Batteries
Bonnaroo
heating
this
up.
year.
Yeah, so weird. So weird. Okay, all right. Is that the last story? All right.
I guess.
Okay,
But
well, let's
what
get
do you want
into
me to
the
do?
Dear John segment. John is going to give advice, and this week, last week, a Josh helped him. So this week, another Josh will be helped. It's 2 Joshes in a row. Here we go. This is our Dear John segment.
By the time you read these lines, I'll be gone.
All right. So Lee's going to read an email from a listener. John's going to give advice, and we're going to laugh at him in the process. All right, here we go. Dear John, Lee, go ahead.
Dear John, I'm always listening to my brother, and he makes me do stupid things like eat the world's hottest pepper chip. Please help. No, for real. This one, we do have one that came in, but I would like some advice on that maybe. I am a 56-year-old woman who has been with my boyfriend for 7 years. He never lets me come to his place, but he comes to mine and stays every weekend. He always has his married children staying with him, even though they are financially well off and don't need to stay with him. Every time I suggest we should be together by now, another child's family needs to move in. Even stepchildren of his.
Is this from Alabama?
I loved him for 6 months because I was tired of the rejection. We are back together again, and this last son and daughter-in-law with their child and another one on the way are there. Now he's saying he wants me to move in with him because they need the room for the new baby. He says that's not
Wait,
the
did
entire
you read
reason.
that right?
Wait,
Wait,
now
are
he's
the
saying
kids
he
staying
wants
at
to
her
move
place
in.
too?
Oh, he wants to move in with her
Okay.
because he needs the room for the new baby. He says that's not the entire reason. It's because he loves me. But I suspect he doesn't want to be there with an infant on the way. I feel I'm being used, and I'm not sure what to do. from Crowded House.
Here we
in
go.
Alabama.
This should be an easy one, John. You should swing and knock this one out of the park. Go ahead.
When you break, maybe it's just me. When you break up with somebody, you broke up for a reason. You probably shouldn't have got back with him in the first place. Are you telling me you've never been to this man's home? That's just
That's
weird.
kind of weird.
That's
yeah.
pretty.
I mean, maybe she's been over there.
I like the end. Do you feel I'm being used?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's moving in like his entire family units, or just moving into where? His house
Apparently,
or her
his house is like a revolving door.
His house.
Yeah,
Okay.
and no one can come over to his house because
There are a lot of kids at that house.
other people are moving in and out when they have homes of their own.
So she can't move in with him then, I guess, is the thing.
I guess
Lady,
that's what it sounds
I mean,
like.
he's obviously
What the part I don't get is even stepchildren of his.
yeah.
Are we sure he's not running like an Airbnb over there? Because
Something's
Wait, how do you
happened.
have? Can you explain to me the relationship of how you have stepchildren?
Well, your ex-wife, he's obviously been married before.
Right.
He divorced his first wife, and he still keeps in touch with those children. Those would be his stepchildren, right?
Is that common to stay in touch with your stepchildren?
Well, it's not common.
if their
but it's not common.
own dad was a dirtbag, maybe.
But it's not common to move in whole groups of family members in with you every 6 months either. I mean, that's kind of weird as well. I think this guy's up to something myself.
What do you think he's up to?
I don't think he's two-timing
No
her.
good.
Yeah, he's
yeah, there's definitely no good going on there.
there's somebody
But he wants
staying
to
at that
move
house.
in with her.
Oh, yeah, sure he does. Wink, wink. Yeah, sure.
What does that mean? Wink, wink.
Lee, if he wanted to move in with her, he would have already moved in with her. And just if he's got this extra house, just let the people take it over. I mean,
Let it be an Airbnb. You
Right,
know?
yeah.
Make that money.
She's suspecting it's because there's going to be an infant at his house.
That's
Why,
what he
his?
said.
So that means that he'll literally be moving in with her if she allows it.
I feel there'd be some shenanigans on the back end of that. I think he doesn't want to move in with you, lady, wherever if you're listening or what.
Michigan.
He doesn't want to move. Oh, well, I do have family members in Michigan. It might be
They're
one of
probably
them.
snowed in. That's why he's
It
got
might
to
be.
get
There you
there.
go.
Snowden.
Get that
All right.
Snowden app in
There
his
we go.
house, and you'll know if there's family members moving in or not. But yeah, something's not right here. I feel if a guy keeps, you talk to women that end up, they're involved with men that are married, and the man keeps going.
Tell me more, John.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a divorce. Yeah, I'm gonna get a divorce. Yeah, and that continues on. It never ends. I've known these women before, and I just tell them, you need to cut your losses. This guy's not leaving his wife.
yeah.
He's leading you on, is what it is. You're his safety valve for the things that his wife doesn't want to do or doesn't want to talk
So
about.
you tell him, come back to bed, baby. You're not leaving your wife. Is
Yeah.
that what you tell him?
That's what I told you to tell your wife. Yeah.
There we go.
Here we go. Anyway,
I'm
I'm
confused.
saying-
Next
That's
on
another-
Maury.
I'm
Who's the
saying
dad?
this lady is his chick on the side.
That's what okay, good. All right, you're coming around, John. There you go. You come around. Chick
And-
on the side.
Yeah.
So what does she need to
She's on a
do?
side chick.
She's the other woman. She needs to just cut her losses and go somewhere else.
Yeah. I agree. Lee, do you see it
So
differently?
you think that the moving in is just a string along?
Oh, yeah.
And he's not actually ever.
Oh, hell no. He ain't moving into that house,
He
man.
may move in, but he's going to still have complete access to his other house.
His bachelor pad. Like, why would you have... That's what I'm saying. That's what's truly
But
weird.
if you have a side chick, you don't have a bachelor pad.
Sure. Guys do. What are you talking about? Where do you think he's hooking up with him at?
That ain't really a side chick at that point. That's just
They're all side chicks at that
right.
point.
Exactly. Like implying a side chick means you're like married, you have a stable relationship, right?
A coworker of my wife's, I'm not going to say their name.
Give us a
They're
fake
ex-
Give us a name.
They're
Give us a
ex-
name.
Is it like Anjay?
Does it rhyme with...
Is it Anjay?
Is it Frangie? I don't know.
Susan.
Is it Araceli?
All right, Susan.
Susan was married to somebody that had 3 other wives.
Yeah, he's got a TV show, I think. It's called
Mine has.
Wait, is this true?
This is true.
Wait, legally?
Was he Mormon?
No, he was not Mormon.
Oh, well, that's...
No, it was not
Wait a
legal.
second. Well, I want to get this straight.
Got divorced, and out of the divorce, got a car out of it.
Wait, he was married to 3 women at the same time
Yes.
and involved with this 4th woman.
Yes, all
Man,
from
that
different
is
states.
That's some time management skills right there, man. We almost we need to applaud that guy, man. Like,
I can't afford one girlfriend,
No,
so
like-
this dude's really killing it.
like my God, man. Like,
Oh, he was balling. He's like a lawyer or something.
what? How do you
Yeah.
know this guy?
Cause
Does he charge the women by the hour to be his wife? Is that how?
Don't
it works?
know.
Evidently.
A woman told you this that you know. that she found out he was married?
My wife told me.
Oh, okay.
Well, if he's a lawyer, we don't want to say any more about this because then we'll have actual lawyers.
Yeah,
talking
that's
to us
true.
next
He may
week.
he may be one of the ones on our team.
Yeah, he may be our.
I may be apologizing big time next week.
Based on the legal advice we get, that's probably true.
Sammy said, "Have the woman call him." I don't know what that even means, dude. What is that about? Tell her to call me.
He wants a little. You know,
Wants a little 56-year-old action.
yeah,
All right, there you go.
He's ready.
All right,
His
John.
body is
So, John,
ready,
your
willing, and
advice:
able.
ditch the loser.
You gotta ditch him.
Got him, Josh. You think he's got to ditch this guy?
7 years.
The
You don't
only
think
thing that
7
the only
years?
advice I'll give you is there's a podcast called Dirty John that's
Yes.
kind of about this.
Okay,
and
yes.
at the end, the guy's dead, and he tried to kill one of the daughters. So I'd listen to that before I
There you
did
go.
anything.
Good podcast. I just checked that out not too long ago. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
it sounds just like this.
it's,
doesn't it?
it sounds exactly like this,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah,
And he's dead, but he probably had like a cousin or something. That's trying
that's
to
true.
do this.
I never thought about that. It is exactly the same
Yeah,
situation.
it's
Oh
the
my
same
god!
thing.
Maybe this woman listened to that and is writing from that perspective. I don't know. All right, Adam, you did miss the chip, but we're still feeling the effects of it. Okay, Lee, do you agree with John or what? Lee seems to be saying like keep him around. Do you think he should keep his guy around?
Y'all guys are awfully quick to like say that this guy's some kind of like Hollywood swinger, but there's nothing to really imply that.
I'm not saying that he's cheating on her. I'm saying he's up to no good.
I mean, here's
And
the
she
thing.
doesn't need to be with him. It's
Like
not
what,
good for her.
But what's her goal? Does she want to be married? Because they've been dating for 7 years. So at that point, you kind of have to make the decision. Are you serious?
Well, she's
You don't wanna
asking
be-
us. She's asking us what decision should she
I mean,
make?
if she can't go over to his house at all,
yeah.
that's red flags.
Didn't we have one
I
like
mean,
this?
But if you had a bunch of your kids and the kids are like, I don't want her over here.
That's the one we
They're
had
not there
recently.
24/7. She's like 60. They got some retirement
know,
time
right?
going on there.
I mean, come on, Lee. Are you serious right
I
now?
don't
You're
know.
taking.
He can make brunch
Are
one
you
day while
taking-
everybody's
Sounds-
gone.
Hey,
Hold on a
Hey,
second.
he's
Hold
got to
on.
go against me.
Are you taking the man's side, the man
No,
that's cheating on a woman?
I think this woman
Are
could actually
Are
do
you
better.
anti-women?
No,
Lee,
I think this woman could do much better.
you just got it, son.
Misogyny alert.
Lee's a pro side chick dude on the
Misogyny
show.
alert.
Look for me on Craigslist. Hashtag me3.
There you
Three.
go. All right, John, we're good. Let's end that segment. All right, so let's get a couple things out of the way. It is Rose's birthday today, Copper Top
It
on
is.
Twitter.
Ooh,
So
happy birthday.
Happy birthday. She's one of our longtime friends, fans of the show. So happy birthday, happy 22nd birthday or whatever your birthday is. I don't know. So what do you think of the chip, Josh? How's it treated? It ain't that bad, right?
It really wasn't. I was expecting much worse. But again, I'm fat, so chips are chips for me.
There you go. Well, you're as fat as we are. So the ice cream really helped. Without the
Yeah.
ice cream,
Oh, I would have
The ice
died.
cream and the
died.
water. I
yeah.
mean,
So if you're gonna do it, ice cream is the big time solution
but
maker.
make sure you have your fire extinguisher ready.
Right, that's
because
true.
you never know.
Sure, you don't.
Yeah.
Lee, you all right over there? I mean, you keep rubbing your eyes. I don't know why you
It's
keep doing
burning. That's why.
that. And we all did take massive amounts of antacid before I did this, just to be honest with you guys. So
And acids, LSD, whatever. you wanna call it.
whatever it takes. I was like, yeah.
That's
and-
not anti-acid. That is the original acid.
Yes.
It evens out.
Fire, you know.
All right. So you guys looking forward to 2018? Any big changes going in anybody's life? John, anything big? Any resolutions per se? Is there anything you're working on in 2018?
Not as of yet, but there's still a few more days. I might come up with something.
Okay. Josh, do you make resolutions? Anyone that you have in your mind right now?
Not really. I have a 10-year high school reunion.
Really?
So, if I could drop 10, 20, 30 pounds. Depends on how many cameras are around.
That's
'cause,
true.
they add 10 pounds.
That's true. So
Boy, do I know.
you're going? We talked about this on like episode 1 or 2. John went to his high school reunion. I said I would never go, but you did. You did go?
John, it's
It was
been 70
actually-
episodes, so
It
give
was
us an update.
actually my 20-year reunion.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
My advice would be to hire a really attractive hooker and take her with you.
So, actually, if
For the most part, the people that go to this are usually just the pretty people.
do we have 2 seconds?
Oh
for a
yeah, go
quick
ahead.
story?
We got all the time in the world. Go ahead.
So they made a Facebook page of everybody that graduated.
Right.
So there's a girl on there, and she's not listening. So let's just use her name. Name's Brooke.
I love
and
it.
she
This is for
had
you,
Love
Brooke.
it.
yeah, she had a link on there, and she
What
had
was the
one
link?
of those. It was her name. It was
What's the last name?
I'm getting there. She had like the cheaters Facebook thing going on where it's the boy and the girl's name in it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So it's Brooke and Colt,
Okay.
and the last name, whatever it was. So I was like, who's this dude? So I click on it. He's dead.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, oh snap, this guy's dead. What happened? So I Google it because her Facebook's like, I'll love you forever. You know, we'll see you soon, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I look his name up on Google. He was in a shootout with the cops after running a policeman over.
I bet he had a neck tattoo.
Nice. I bet
I mean,
Probably
classiest guy in the
wearing
world. But, and every day now that we're friends on there, she's like, you know, you'll see daddy soon, like my
Oh.
little angels. And I'm like,
What?
He hit a police officer with his car. He then ran and tried to hit other police officers. I hope you don't see him because, you know, that's not going well wherever he is, but let's guess.
Oh my god, 95% chance she went and got the airbrush shirt the day after the funeral. Have you seen those airbrush shirts?
Rip.
Rip it, rest in
Rip,
peace.
rip.
You'll be back, Daddy.
Colt. Was that his name? Colt?
Yeah,
Colt. Oh, yeah.
Colt. Rest,
45.
rest in peace, Colt. You died what you love. You died what you love doing, son.
God doing what you
Colt
love.
had a 45.
Yeah, true story.
So this person's gonna be possibly at the reunion.
I want to see.
Oh, you've got it. Go.
No.
Hold
I'll,
on.
I'll
We
take
go-
video. We'll all go.
We gonna run from the cops in the afterlife, homie.
Wait, what does this girl look like? I'm sorry, but is she attractive or not really?
I mean, like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
not bad, but now, I mean, the kind of person that has like 3 kids and maybe, you know, dabbled with something a little bit
Okay.
worse than hot chips.
Oh wow.
3 kids, no father.
Rough,
Yeah.
rough life.
Yeah. I mean,
is
it definitely
horrible.
got rougher
Rough.
after high school.
I
What
took
are we
that.
doing
the
right
lines
now?
of life.
I took that as privileged life. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Hey, we might have some more viewers if anybody actually found this.
So you
podcast.
are planning on going though.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
cool.
mean,
So she'd be like a good candidate for the face of the Me3 Union.
Oh my god.
we're going to get her a BYB shirt.
I love it. We
Okay,
should.
just
She
so
can
you
blame
know-
her husband.
Just
Hold
so
on,
you
look
know,
at Lee backpedal here. Here we go. Go
Just so
ahead.
you know, the Me 3 is reserved only for men who have sexually assaulted women.
I
Okay?
don't think you said that at the beginning of the show.
didn't
I didn't hear
specify.
any of that.
Just so you know.
I'm sure Colt 45 did something.
Oh, it was Colt with a K, by the way, because, you know.
No,
wow.
stop.
Yeah,
Because
Oh
he's
my
super
God.
classy.
After
with a
this
K.
is over, we will get on Facebook,
Yeah, I'd
but
like
not
to,
right now.
I'd like to see that guy for sure. Okay, so that's your big thing. Get to that 10-year reunion. Lee, any big resolutions coming from you?
I was going to just try to default to maybe more often.
I love it. I would love for you to, guys don't know the backstory of the podcast. We come in here some days, me and John, it's like walking into a literal war zone in here. Like we're getting attacked left and right for not setting
Yeah.
up correctly.
Haley, what's going on? Die.
You don't have the volume set right on microphone number 2. So a default to maybe.
If you would just get the volume right
There
once.
you go, right. See,
Right?
I'm the dictator. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, 2018, everybody said 2017 was the worst year ever. I thought it was just another year,
It
really.
was a year.
I mean,
Well, at least Harambe didn't die.
no. that
Well,
was-
I don't think the wall's up yet. As long as it has Wi-Fi, I think
That's
we're doing
true.
well.
We're still working on the wall, guys. We're still going to get that in another, what, how many years? He's been off
It's
office
a,
1 year?
It's
Let's
a-
be honest, 7.
Okay,
You know?
so he's
It's
got
a
7 years to
it's a
make that
meta-
wall.
It's a metaphysical wall.
If he can
Right.
beat The Rock,
Yeah.
of course, you know, The Rock buries everybody. So
Okay,
I
so-
don't think. You know,
Yeah,
he's
that's
in
true.
Jumanji.
He doesn't put anybody over.
Yeah.
So truthfully, if this, and we'll start wrapping up. If The Rock ran against Donald Trump and you had to vote for one of them, Lee, who would you vote for?
God bless. I'd vote for Canada.
Nope, Rock or Trump. You got to pick one. There's
I
no
would
me
definitely
three option
vote
here.
for The Rock.
Are you
Okay.
voting for Jill Stein? Is that what's going to happen?
I probably would.
Oh God, Josh, Rock or Trump?
I mean, I think The Rock would really come down to who his running partner was.
Nobody dislikes
I
The
mean, if
Rock.
it's like Steve Austin, they
Yeah.
could go in there and open up a can of whoop ass.
Yeah, Steve Austin would be a good running mate. Okay,
Yeah.
so Rock is Steve Austin's his running mate. John, Rock or Trump?
Trump.
Really? Wow.
You white supremacist.
Did you just say that for real?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd vote for The Rock all day, man. I'd have those campaign shirts on. I'd wear Rock. If he runs, I'll wear a Rock shirt every freaking episode. I'll order them, lay it to SmackDown and everything. I can't wait
What's
for it.
America cooking?
I can't wait for The Rock versus Trump in a few years. It's going to be good.
Don't vote for the jabroni.
Lee still wants that third option. #me3, right?
No, it's just.
All right.
I see this actually. It's actually going to happen. Is the sad
It is.
thing, so.
I'm ready for it. Okay, so let's see here. Josh, do you want people to follow you on social media or anything? Give out you got
Yeah,
anything to
you
plug?
can follow me, JRob Haha. You know, if you're planning on buying a house, you can hit me up on there and I'll give you some more information. But yeah, just follow me, JRob Haha. It's a picture of a old gumball machine that says help retarded children. So
it's pretty wild, right? Those are
it's
still
pretty
around.
great.
Yeah, he's great on Twitter. Please follow him. I do enjoy seeing your tweets. They always make me chuckle. You know.
There we go.
So I always enjoy that, and I'm glad you came out and were part of the show. I mean, you're the only one that stepped up and did the chip challenge,
Right.
so that's good. All right, let's see here.
And it was horrible, so no other guests come on here, and we'll just make this like a
That's
thing.
true. There we go. Every week. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start wrapping it up. You need to follow us on all forms of social media, but you can go to bybpod.com. That's bybpod.com. It's got all of our links up. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube page. Set your notifications on. You'll get all the live shows. Got a pretty good chat going tonight. It's pretty good group here. About 150 in the chat, so that was nice to see. Oh, how could I forget? Oh, my God. The chip has invaded my brain. We got to get, before we head out, the Major Key segment where we take a life lesson from today's show. Here we go.
So let me give you a major key. Where is the key?
This is not the key. I want the key.
Give us the keys. So let me give you a major key.
And you really do have the key.
Everybody stand up right now. Everybody. I got the keys now.
All right, it's time for the Major Key segment. John, Lee, Josh, you guys going to get together. Give us a life lesson from today's episode. What you got? What sticks out, guys?
We all scream for ice cream.
There's better. I don't know. Hashtag me3.
What about some people in the chat? See if anybody has a
chat. Do you have any major keys?
Chat's been really good tonight. I saw one that says there are 5 Robert E. Lees in my family. It's a super fun icebreaker at BLM protest. Followed by, what if JB's dick is so big those hammer pants are all that will fit in it?
That's good.
So, that's good. We like that. We got that.
The chat's been blowing up tonight, guys. I know we haven't been able to get to all of them, but it's been pretty good stuff. I know a lot have come here for Josh. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Always seeing new people get exposed to the show. Lee, anything stand out for you?
So I don't know.
I don't know.
Nothing.
We've had hot chips. I really couldn't tell.
I know,
what's been
right?
going on.
It's pretty much on John, which is a scary thing. We're just kind of like.
I would like to say that this is sponsored by Bluebell Tiny Ice Cream.
Yeah.
The tiniest ice cream, but it works if you eat hot chips.
Donald Trump loves it for his tiny hands. It's perfect. It's the perfect snack for Donald Trump.
Okay, so all scream for ice cream.
We all scream for ice cream. All right, we all scream for ice cream. Your major key of the week.
And you really do have the key.
Everybody stand up right now. Everybody. I got the keys now.
All right, there you go, guys. You can go to the website, get all the major keys, past and present. bybpod.com. Subscribe to the podcast, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, all that good stuff. Once again, happy birthday to Rose. Hey, if you're going to buy stuff through Amazon, use our Amazon link on the website. You click there, takes you straight back to Amazon. You make all your purchases. We get a small kickback, and you guys have done that pretty well over the holidays, so we appreciate that. If you want to get a shirt like I'm wearing tonight, you can click on the link there, purchase a BYB shirt. All your friends will love you. They'll think you're awesome, and it gives you plus 0.4 in attractiveness. So there you go. There's that. And thanks to Radio Vegas Rocks for streaming us every Thursday. We appreciate that. Go to radiovegas.rocks. They've been streaming us since episode 1. They're an awesome internet radio show and an FM show based out of Vegas, so you can say we're syndicated out of Las Vegas. And if you want to write and get Dear John advice, there is an anonymous email generator there on the website. We won't get your name or anything, but you can ask away. John will try to disappoint you with his answer. So, all right, Josh, we appreciate you coming on the show. It's been a blast. Had a good time. We learned some things. We learned a lot about life, and I guess we're going to say goodbye to 2017. Lee, anything else before we head out?
Don't blame yourself when you can blame your brother.
Burn this.
I'm sorry?
This must never be seen.
by anyone.
You want me to play it again?
Has anybody seen this?
Nobody has seen this.
They have to be found and talked to.